Good evening and welcome to California Today. I'm David Lam. Let's take a look at today's stories. Planning on going indoors? Masks will be required again. Officials say there's an increase in COVID-19 cases. Long-awaited graduations are back in person at a Silicon Valley college. Graduates from both this year and last year share their feelings with us. California is mandating masks for indoor settings again. This comes after an increase in CCP virus cases. Here's NTD's Eileen Ng with more details.
California implemented a statewide mask mandate in all indoor public settings regardless of vaccination status beginning December 15th. It will remain in place until January 15th. According to the California Health and Human Services Secretary, the mandate comes after a surge in COVID case rates across the state since Thanksgiving. But there are objections.
Well, there's really no justification for it, and I think that people are realizing that the rhetoric just doesn't make sense, that vaccinations are being pushed at the same time that they're asking people to mask up again.
McKeeman has been advocating for mask choice for students in school, and now they will be representing adults.
And I think that there's going to be a lot of adults that just peacefully non-comply. I think there's going to be a lot of adults that do not follow this mandate. And for those that do, I think that if any adults have realized what the children are going through in schools masked up, this will be a reminder to them. And we may see even more adults get involved in that movement to make sure that our kids have mask choice in school.
Douglas Diedrich, founder of Healing Law, said California's situation is similar to Missouri's recent case in November. A group of restaurant owners formed a coalition to sue the Missouri's Department of Health.
And what they determined in the court was that the Department of Health can't overrule an elected official's laws, that they can't just pass laws based on their opinion. And it's very similar to California in the sense that it's the Department of Health, again, that's just passing whatever these officials in office who are unelected want.
One California attorney told NTD that the new mandate is likely legal. He said many people are now vaccinated, but the variant seems to be resistant to the vaccines. So the governor's order appears to be in response to the available science on this new variant. According to the attorney, when the California Supreme Court refused to hear a case questioning the governor's use of his emergency powers during COVID last August, the Supreme Court implicitly approved of the governor's use of his emergency powers. The announcement came on the same day New York implemented a statewide mask requirement indoors. Eileen Ng, NTD News, California.
Residents who evacuated from fires last summer are now evacuating from floods. The recent storm brought excessive rainfall throughout the state.
The second atmospheric river rainstorm is hitting California's central and southern coast. The National Weather Service reported excessive rainfall in several parts of the state. Several areas have also issued evacuation orders. A flood and mudslide advisory has been issued in Santa Cruz. Flooding is expected around Santa Cruz Mountain, and warnings for mudslides have been issued in areas of last year's wildfires. San Francisco's Golden Gate Park also had a flood warning issued. The recent rainfall is the most the peninsula has seen in over 25 years. According to PG&E, about 30,000 customers were experiencing storm-related outages as of 1 p.m. Monday. Flood warnings were issued for the city of Vacaville in Solano County. In Southern California, there is minor flooding and debris flows. As of 9:30 a.m., about 11,000 customers were without electricity. The LA International Airport was also flooded. A flash flood warning was issued in Orange County, where there are multiple mudslides in Silverado Canyon. There are winter storm warnings along Interstate 5. Areas in higher elevations are seeing snow. The LA County Sheriff's Department reminds people to drive slow and use windshield wipers and have a plan ready in case of emergency.
Today, San Francisco's mayor announced new initiatives to crack down on crime in San Francisco. The announcement comes after weeks of daylight burglaries plaguing the area.
What I'm proposing today and what I will be proposing in the future will make a lot of people uncomfortable. And I don't care. At the end of the day, the safety of the people of San Francisco is the most important thing to me. And we are past the point where what we see is even remotely acceptable.
The first initiative is the Tenderloin Emergency Plan that intends to devote the law enforcement personnel to those who requested to stop illegal, unhealthy, and unsafe behavior. The second is securing emergency police funding to help police respond to retail thefts, drug confiscation, patrols, and auto burglaries. Third is expanding access to public safety tools, which includes using surveillance technology to deter crime. Last is disrupting illegal vending. Goods for sale are often stolen merchandise. The objective is to disincentivize theft for profit. San Jose State University in Silicon Valley holds its first in-person graduation since 2019 due to the pandemic. I spoke with graduates who are now my fellow alumni at the school. Here's the story. For the first time in 2 years, a California State University is hosting in-person graduations. Graduates came on Tuesday morning with their friends and family after a long-awaited year. I'm here at San Jose State University, and behind me is a mashup decoration to appreciate both the class of 2021 and 2020. Now, last year, the students had to deal with the challenges of the pandemic, remote learning, and the shortages of job opportunities. What got them through it was their resilience.
The actual overall weight of this whole ceremony itself for my family is it's been a long time, but it's definitely worth it. We all been through so much in the past year, and making it this far and able to gather our families together is the most grateful thing I can ever thank for. And up to this point now, it's a blessing.
SJSU announced that over 5,000 graduates are expected to take part in the December ceremonies. Almost 2,000 students from the class of 2020 and about 3,500 from 2021.
I prefer in person. Yeah, I like the feeling I can walk on the stage. Yeah, and take the pictures with the school decorated, very beautiful, and my dream is being a balloon expert like this. Yeah.
This student from Las Vegas enjoyed being in the company of her fellow Spartans.
I am so thankful that I have such a loving and supportive family. They came all the way down here from all parts of the United States to come and celebrate my graduation, and I couldn't have done it without them.
Our class of 2021 is undoubtedly among the most resilient and dedicated cohorts ever. The grit and determination you displayed and the flexibility, especially in the face of so many challenges, was just remarkable.
One graduate says remote learning was troublesome for some of his classes, but he did extra online research and via the campus.
I know code has been a big boundary for people to go over, but just keep pushing. I know you could do it, and good luck.
The school said that there are a total of 13 graduation ceremonies in a 4-day period from December 14th to the 17th. David Lamb, NTD News, California. A longtime waitress is retiring after 4 decades of serving customers. Her regular customers stopped by to say their goodbyes and give gifts. NTD's Cynthia Kai spoke with Dolores Jean-Pierre and some customers to hear about fond memories from the restaurant over the decades.
Dolores Jean-Pierre, a longtime waitress at Oli's Waffle Shop in Alameda, California, retired on December 14th after 42 years of working there. Longtime customers dropped by the shop to visit her and wish her well. Dolores shared that the restaurant, her coworkers, and customers mean everything to her.
Oli's mean to me. It's in my heart. It's like family. It means it's a personal meaning from me. It's just not a restaurant job or a coffee shop. It's a deep feeling for me. It's very deep. I love everything about it.
She was hired in 1978 and served through parts of 6 decades, from the 70s to today.
I was the first black waitress of color in the city of Alameda. I love Alameda. I love the people. It's just fun. It's all about fun for me.
Dolores says throughout the years, it was the kindness from her coworkers and appreciation from her customers that kept her going.
Well, 28 years coming out of Fremont. I get up at 3 in the morning, like I said, and I leave Fremont at 3:30, get here at 4 o'clock, open the doors at 5:30 for the customers. Just the appreciation that they showed back to me kept me going.
She says the most important advice she can give people, no matter the occupation, is to be kind.
Is to treat people very nice and very kind. Treat them the way you want to be treated, no matter who they are. They could be, like we had a lot of Raider customers. We had the In the 70s, we did a lot of the Oakland A's. You know, you have the Warriors, but everybody is equal.
The store owners and staff say they will miss her, but she will always be part of the family.
And she'll always be a part of this business. She will never go away. We've got sketches of her, drawings of her, paintings of her, as we do all of our employees. We can put any painting of a bird or whatever up on the wall, but we choose to put our employees on the walls because those are the people that make this business work. It's not me, it's not my wife, it's the staff, it's the community, it's the customers.
Longtime customers visited the restaurant to give her gifts and flowers, sign her retirement journal, and say their farewells.
We're going to really miss her a lot. She's very friendly, making sure my coffee cup was always full, and always took the time to stop and talk and see how everybody's doing. She's historic. It's great.
He says he has known Dolores for many years and attended football games with her. Another customer said Dolores always remembers people by name and makes everyone feel welcome in the restaurant.
When I walked in the door, I didn't have any idea she was going to remember my name. There's just no way. You know what I mean? It had been a month, and she only saw me one time. And I walked in the door. I just barely got in the door. She said, "Hi, it was Keith, wasn't it?" Or something like that. I said, "Yeah, I'm in. I'm a member of the club." I sat down. I was like, "Yeah, this is great." You know what I mean? And everybody she greeted, and I was now part of that.
Keith has been a longtime customer for 30 years. He says Dolores would chat with customers and continue chatting with them as she waited other tables. Eventually, others would join the conversation until the restaurant was filled with joyful chattering.
I call it the Ollie's ambiance.
December 14th marks Dolores' last day at Ollie's Waffle Shop, but she says she will still be around to catch up with the friends she's made over the years.
Well, I want to say if you guys didn't make it today, farewell is not goodbye. Goodbye is too final, but farewell, and I'll be in and out, seeing you around the city of Alameda.
Memories can be made anywhere, even in a restaurant. And Dolores has made 42 years worth of fond memories with her customers and coworkers. She says she'll now take some time off to relax, but will still be around to say hi every now and then. Reporting in Alameda, California, Cynthia Kai, NTD News.
Coming up, we'll get an update on the sports scene from NTD's Thomas Christian. More details on our sports roundup.
Welcome to the NTD News Sports Roundup. I'm Thomas Christian, taking you through the wide world of California athletics.
Four-time Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles earned Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year honor. The 24-year-old gymnast traveled to the Tokyo Games this year with the intent of rewriting the record books, but instead brought about a groundbreaking global conversation around athletes' mental well-being. She dropped out of the opening event in Tokyo, citing concerns for her mental health and a case of the twisties, a frightening and dangerous form of mental disorientation, while completing one of her gravity-defying feats. She later returned to the competition, winning a bronze medal on the balance beam after earning the support of her fellow athletes in gymnastics and beyond. The leadership of U.S. men's national team head coach Greg Berhalter has been critical to putting the squad in position to make next year's World Cup after their heartbreaking failure to reach the tournament in 2018. A youthful U.S. side beat Mexico to win the CONCACAF National League in June and the Gold Cup in August before taking down their rivals again in the World Cup qualifying last month. Canada heads to the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying standings with 16 points, followed by the United States with 15. Mexico and Panama both have 14 points. The top three in the 8-team group qualify automatically for Qatar 2022, with the fourth-place finisher going to an intercontinental playoff for another spot. Players said the team has responded to Berhalter's vision and leadership.
And that's all for the NTD News Sports Roundup. I'm Thomas Christian, and thanks for tuning in.
That's it for tonight. You can join us again on California Today every weekday at 8 p.m. Don't forget to like our videos and subscribe to our channel. I'm David Lamb. Have a wonderful evening.